You guys look like a nice audience tonight. Yeah. I'm actually a nice guy as well, so we have something in common. Let's get started. And I have to tell you guys something. I am a love guru. Now they came out too strong. Sorry. I'm actually me and a couple of friends of mine. We believe that I am good in love relationship. So I'm kind of like a relationship guru. And I somewhat am quite natural in it because, in a sense, even without doing anything, I somehow help motivate men and women in their relationships. So when men see me for the first time, they tell themselves, "It's great. There's one less guy for me to compete with." And then when the ladies, when they start to meet me or want to date me, and then they somehow really tell themselves, "Oh, I definitely can do better than this." So automatically, they get the motivation to know that they need to do better. And for me to achieve this guru status, there were a lot of things I had to do. Yeah? So it's this exterior, you see this macho, cool guy. This is just for show. Deep down inside, I'm actually a nerd, so I read lots of books. I read books about astronomy, about love, relationship, and I also read the Kama Sutra. Yeah? Because, if you don't have enough practical expertise, you better be sure you're going to cover all the theory correctly. Yeah? So that's the minimum. And so, just to give you a case study about me being a relationship guru. So I have this friend, several years back, he asked me for advice. So he likes this girl and he's asking me for advice. So how do I go for the next step, right? He's trying to figure it out. So I didn't give him a direct answer. So the thing is, I have this principle, this win-win principle that is very important to me when I give advice. Principle number one, if the advice goes well, good, everyone's happy, win-win. If the advice goes bad, that's good as well. Less people for me to give advice to. So it's all good, it's all good. Right, now, so before I went directly to the advice, okay, I thought about it. I need to share with you my experience. So then, I basically went out to explain to him all my experience, what I went through. You guys familiar with friend zone? Do you know what friend zone means? Yeah, you do? Yeah, if any of you here who have been friend zoning, so you're friend zoners, you friend zone other people, say yay. Yes, shame on you, cheering on for yourself. Come on, man. And how about those of you who have been friend zoned before? If you are, say boo. Yeah, that goes to those friend zoners. That's your fault, man. The thing is, I've been through the friend zone quite a lot of time. Too much. Really too much. Yeah, many times, many years. And it's kind of like where you have like a C permit. Yeah? You've been there too long, you deserve a C permit for being in the friend zone. So that was me. Now, being in the friend zone, you know how it's like. It's like those Wi-Fi, those low Wi-Fi signal that you have on your phone, right? And then you you are connected somehow, but then there's no data. You don't get anything. But then you think to yourself, like, hold on, I think it's gonna get better. But no, still nothing. And sometimes you don't realize that Wi-Fi signal, that low Wi-Fi, it even avoids you from connecting to other Wi-Fi signals. It doesn't even let you get mobile data, so you're just stuck with nothing. So that's in a nutshell what friend zone is. And the thing is with this the Wi-Fi, sometimes you don't have to recognize. You got to switch off that Wi-Fi. You got to go and connect to a different Wi-Fi. That's the only way it's gonna work. And sometimes I do blame myself for being in this friend zone. Yeah? The main reason for that is because it's more comfortable for me in the friend zone. But at times when I go outside of the friend zone, I'll get stuck to kind of like what we call this relationship zone. That's even worse. It feels like you're an outlander in the relationship zone. There are different rules, there are different culture, different language. That and you pay more for taxes and stuff once you're in a relationship. Right? And then the thing with once you're in a relationship, I give you one example. So you said you got some weird questions coming. So I had a relationship, of course, before. And every time she keeps asking me, how much do you love me? What sort of question is that? I didn't answer immediately. I read books. So I kind of asked her back the question. what is the unit of measurement? So I never gave an answer, so it just goes into a question. And another example, I mean, the thing is, okay, you love someone, I tend to give them cards, birthdays and Valentine's Day. I mean, on the card, I gave this one girlfriend I gave a card where there's a moon, yeah, a full moon with some stars on it. She didn't read the card. The first thing she said, "Are you trying to say that I'm fat and brown like the moon?" I said, "No, that's an insult. Because I know astronomy. If I want to say she's fat, I got a picture of Jupiter on the front of the card." So that's what it is. I think the thing is, ladies, I love you, ladies, yeah, but it's quite difficult. I mean, we know that the culture, we have to listen to you all the time. It's difficult to listen to your stories, because your story doesn't have a start or an end. You know, it's like it's like a movie. Yeah, listening to your story is like a movie. It's like it doesn't even have a trailer. And it's not even the title, and then you kind of like keep bringing new characters in. I mean, if it's like a Avengers movie, suddenly you have Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck showing up in the story. That's so weird, the stories you guys have. Yeah, but then the thing is, I mean, sometimes when we reach to the end of the story, the ending is even worse than Game of Thrones. I mean, that's a painful way. Yeah, but then, you know, one thing though, really important, what I learned about. So you really have to listen, yeah, when you're in a relationship. Listen, only listen. When she tells you things about her problems, never, I repeat, never give any solutions. Even though if that's the most obvious and the simple solution, no, don't give it. Because she's special. She doesn't need any solutions from you. I made a mistake once. I gave her some solution. I ended up being sent back to the friend zone. So going back to the story about my friend, as a guru, I told him the same story I told you guys. And then I gave him the best advice a guru could give. I told him, you friend zone her. He listened to my advice. Good job. Yeah. They were friends still for several more months. Some benefits, with or without sometimes. And then finally, they got married. I guess none of you saw that coming, innit? Yeah? I knew it. I'm the guru. I planned that all in advance. So, win-win principle. I got my advice, ended up good. The bad thing about it is he never asked for my advice anymore. He only listens to the wife now. Thanks, man. That's all.